Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk with the new Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins head coach, Mike Sullivan. Well, Mike, welcome to town, and here you are, getting ready to go, and congratulations on the job. Tell us about the process.
Well, thanks, John. I really appreciate it. I'm excited about this opportunity. It's been an exciting week too for me. I went from being part of winning the Stanley Cup with the Blackhawks to now a next opportunity for me from my own personal standpoint as far as being a head coach in the American League for Wilkes-Barre. So I'm thrilled about it. It's been an exciting process so far. I'm excited to get going on the job. We've been trying to put together a list for potential assistant coaches to fill out my coaching staff. That's been our most immediate action so far, and I'm just looking forward to rolling up my sleeves and getting going.
Well, rolling up your sleeves you have as a player in the NHL and coaching, of course, in the NHL. Tell us about your style, Mike. What can we expect?
Well, I think you're going to see a coach that brings a lot of energy and enthusiasm to the rink every day. I really believe in being excited about what we do and how we go about our business on a daily basis. I think we're gonna have a team that will be competitive. I believe that really the foundational habit for success in this sport is competitive spirit, and we're going to look for players and people and to surround the team that have that competitive edge. And for me, I think they're the most exciting teams to watch. I think they're the players that excel and end up finding ways to have success no matter what level they're at. So for me, that really is my philosophy in a nutshell. I think at the end of the day, if you have a team that can play with a competitive edge and then plays with some purpose and some intellect out there, then you have a chance to win on most nights, and that's what we're going to try to accomplish this year.
Mike, you mentioned before we talked about the Pittsburgh Penguins organization, and of course, you have some really good feelings about what they do up at the big club, and of course, what you're going to do to develop those players to get up there.
Well, we spoke before, John, just about, I think, the commitment that the Pittsburgh Penguins have shown to their development process, and most specifically their American League team, and the role that they play in that process. And one of the things that really excited me about this opportunity was that very thing. I think that the Penguins value so much the importance of Wilkes-Barre and what goes on down there, and the importance of developing those players to try to get them to the next level. So to be a part of that, I think is exciting. I think when you're in that type of an environment at the American League level, and I've had experience with this before when I was coaching the Providence Bruins, it was a similar circumstance. And my feeling is that when the players and everyone knows that what takes place down there really matters and is important to the organization as a whole, I think it helps to create a real motivational environment. And so I'm excited to work in that type of an atmosphere. I think we will do our very best as a coaching staff to bring all of our strengths and our knowledge and our experience to try to help these players along the way. And the other aspect of this opportunity that has excited me is I think the Penguins and their management team, they also understand the importance of trying to have a competitive team. And I almost think winning at that level and development go hand in hand. It's hard to optimize players' potential in a losing environment. And so I think they make that commitment and they put their resources behind trying to put together a competitive American League team where their prospects have the best opportunity to maximize their potential. And so for all those reasons, I'm really excited about this opportunity.
Mike, the game itself, how has it changed since your playing days? Of course, you've been coaching in the NHL at various levels in different cities all over, but has it changed a whole lot? What the Chicago Blackhawks have been able to do the last several years and winning some championships?
Sure, I think it's changed a lot over the last 10 years or so, and for me, I think the Blackhawks have done a tremendous job at leveraging some of the evolutions of the game, and the one that jumps out at me the most is just speed in all of its forms. I think speed is the ultimate competitive advantage, and when I say that, it's more than just skating. It's mind speed, the ability to anticipate and think the game. It's team speed, the ability to pass the puck and change the point of attack, and then it's foot speed and competitiveness. And I think that for me has been the biggest evolution. It seems like every year the game just gets faster, and so the teams that have success are the teams that can skate and the teams that can leverage all those forms of speed. And I think the Hawks have really shown that over the last 5 or 6 years. That's one of the reasons why they've won 3 Stanley Cups in 6 seasons, which is quite an accomplishment.
Mike, a little difference in the NHL and the AHL with the tough guys, so to speak, but gritty play. You still got to be a gritty player and be willing to get in there and get some pucks down deep.
There's no question. I mean, I think this game has always been a combination of skill and courage, and that's why when I say our foundational habit will be competitive spirit, that is a broad term, but it manifests itself a lot of ways on the ice, and it means what it means to me specifically. To give you some examples, is strength on the puck. How willing are you to get your nose over the puck and win puck battles and be strong on the boards and control territory and win one-on-one battles all over the ice. For me, that's one of the leading indicators in my mind on a player's compete level. That will be a point of emphasis of our team. I think those 50-50 pucks all over the rink are an essential part of being a good player, and they're also an essential part of being a good team. It's hard to score if you don't have the puck, and those 50-50 battles are an important aspect of keeping the puck. So that's what I mean when I talk about competitiveness and a compete level or competitive spirit being that foundational habit. And courage is a big part of that. And so, we're going to create an expectation that our players, have the fortitude to get their nose over pucks and be strong on pucks and are willing to go to the dirty areas on the rink where you might have to take a cross check or you might have to take a hit in order to make a play in order for our team to have success.
Mike, so many checks and balances you'll be working on over the summer here as we get ready for the 2015-16 season. You'll be watching film of players that are currently on the roster. You'll be watching film of the other teams. And then, of course, all the preparation, getting the coaching staff in line. I'm sure you have your own little checklist of priorities as to how you get it all going, huh?
Yes, I do. That's one of the things that I've been formulating since I've taken the job a few days ago. And, we've already started to take action on trying to fill out the coaching staff. I've spoken to the video department as far as collecting some video of the last year's team so that I can get a feel for some of the returning players and what their strengths are and where their weaknesses might be so that I can try to have an immediate impact as soon as training camp starts. I'm excited about this opportunity, and one of the things that I pride myself on is preparation and diligence. If I'm going to ask my players to pay attention to detail, then I've got to lead by example, and certainly that preparation process starts right now.
Well, Mike Sullivan, welcome to Wilkes-Barre Scranton. You're the new Penguins head coach. I look forward to seeing you in the coming months, all right?
Thanks, John. I really appreciate your time.
Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins have a brand new coach. It's Mike Sullivan here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.